Hey there guys, my name is Lynn Marie Smith. I am 31 years old and I am a recovering addict, among many other things. But I'm just saying hi to you today and I guess talking to you about what I know I've been thinking about and what other people are thinking about out there or watching is how do you get through it? How do you get through the day-to-day stuff? And it's a really good question. I ask myself that one a lot, and I believe that it's tough, and it is taking it one day at a time. Those words are seriously powerful words. One moment at a time. Some days I take it 1 second at a time. But for right now, I think the biggest part of my own recovery has been acceptance. I think complete acceptance of who I am, of where I've been, of what I've been through. I think we all deal with feeling like ashamed or feeling just bad about ourselves and where we've been and what we've done, and we let our past continue to dictate our present. We say, well, we're awful, we're bad because we did this stuff and I feel so bad and I'm just going to keep beating myself up over something that happened. But for me it was stopping that self-hate, that little voice in my head that was always like, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, and what a loser you were to let this all happen to you, and how could you do this? And for me the moment of, I think, of transcendence, of transformation really came, and I've been drug free now for 9 years. 9 years, and it really wasn't until I think the last 2 years that my recovery has evolved from seeing my addiction as a monster that was going to kill me and that I had to fight and battle and hate and punch and destroy, and I just was so exhausted from that fighting, constant fighting myself, fighting my nature, fighting my thoughts, and I finally surrendered to that, and I stopped fighting and I put down the weapons of mass destruction and I picked up something else, and that was really acceptance, really accepting, okay, here's where I'm at, this is what I've been through, and it's okay that this happened. I'm not a loser because of it. Yes, addiction is a part of me, but it's not all of me. There's much more to me than being an addict. There's a lot more to me. I'm an author, I love writing, I'm a speaker, I like speaking to different groups, I like running on the beach, and not everything is about being addicted or being a recovering addict or an addict. I think people love to give you labels. I think we love to give ourselves labels and ideals and these kind of, I have this label, I am Lynn Marie Smith, I am an addict. And that's just not the truth. We're so much more than that. We're so much more than labels. We're amazing individuals capable of amazing things, and those of you watching who are struggling right now, wondering like how am I going to do this? How am I going to get through it? You are, and you can. With a higher power, that's for sure. That's been my saving grace, is knowing that I'm being guided and protected every step of the way, but also self-acceptance. Not only accepting the outside circumstances, okay, this is where I've landed, this is where I'm at, but accepting your internal life, accepting who you are from the inside out has changed everything for me. Really looking in the mirror and saying, I like you. And it was hard, and at first it was really, really hard to do that because I didn't like who I was for so many years, for so long. I beat myself up. I thought I was not good enough, not pretty enough, not enough. And now I just don't think that anymore, and it takes practice. It's like anything else. It's a muscle that needs to be worked, and it needs to be worked again and again, or it atrophies and it goes away. So every day I remind myself, and You know, I catch myself in bad thoughts. You know, I hear my little voice saying, you know, saying, you don't look good in that outfit, or you're too, whatever. And I just have stopped doing that. Or if I start doing it, I stop myself. And I start talking more positively to myself. Because if you don't have your own acceptance and your own love, you can stop the drugs, you can stop the alcohol, you can stop the overeating, but you're still left with yourself. So I believe that the key is to making the relationship you have with yourself the most important relationship in your life. And you may think, well, that's just really narcissistic, because we're told that we have to give and we have to serve and we have to do for others. And that is true. I think that that's a huge part of being a human being, is giving back. But if you're giving from an empty cup, if you're giving from a place of self-hate and lack, you're not really giving. So before you can give or save the world, you have to save yourself, and you have to love yourself. And it's really easy to say, love who you are. Just go ahead, love yourself. It's different to actually live that, and it takes practice and it takes work. But it's the best decision I've ever made in my life. So those of you out there who are struggling in your life, whether it's with divorce, whether it's with food, whether it's with anorexia, whether it's with gambling, you name it, whatever it is, I believe starting by being kind to yourself today. So after you get done watching this, I want you to go in the mirror, the closest mirror, go in your bathroom and look at yourself, look in your eyes and say, I like you. You don't have to start with love. Maybe that's too big of a leap. But start with like. Say, I like you. I like you today, and I'm going to be kind to you today. And you may laugh and think like, oh, this is so cheesy, this is so stupid. But try it. Just try it. And start trying it every day. Just say something kind to yourself. Look into your own eyes and say something nice to yourself. And you'll watch your life transform. And it takes time, but it's worth it. And you're worth it, you know? You're here for a reason. You're not a big mistake that just happened to fall on the planet. You're here for a purpose, and you're all miracles, and you're all beautiful. And I hope to see you again real soon here at Keep Coming Back. So come on back, and I'll talk to you again. Have a wonderful day, and start liking who you are. Bye.